Hi everyone, it's been a minute. I kind of just want to share something that I read in this book, Overcoming Trauma Through Yoga. I've been reading this for a while now, and there's a part that I want to share. It says, one of the important facets of distress tolerance, that is, building up our capacity to manage uncomfortable physical and emotional states, is moving away from judgment of these states. Curiosity helps to create emotional distance in which people are able to just notice their internal states without taking immediate action to try to shift those states. And a way yoga helps is that it encourages a non judgmental and curiosity without the need to change anything. And an important element of developing tolerance for experiencing the sensation is to cultivate identification, labeling, and communication of internal states and sensations that may arise in a yoga practice. It also goes on to saying, creating a language about our internal experience can help us to understand and contextualize our responses, often making overwhelming experience seem more manageable. And being able to communicate about our internal experience allows us to take care of ourselves by seeking help in managing our responses and by clearly expressing our wants and needs to other people. And I'm sharing that because that's something I've experienced as well through my yoga journey, my inner work. It started, yes, with meditation, but when I dove deeper into the asana practices and the yoga philosophy and just going deeper into the work, I really learned to acknowledge all of my internal states without any judgment, just letting it be there and letting myself feel it. And it took time because, of course, in the beginning it was hard. It was a bit tricky to understand how that would happen, but slowly I began to lean into it and just allow these feelings to just be. There were lots of releases through crying. Through these practices as well, I started to really look into all my patterns. I was so dissociated with the deep feelings in my body and how emotions could come, and I don't know where it came from. I never understood why I was feeling angry, why I was being so stubborn, and where these emotions and feelings in the external came from. I started to really peel the layers one by one, started to reflect and allow them to be there. And so it has been easier to express these feelings. I shut down because that was my coping mechanism throughout my life. Whenever a very difficult situation arises, I completely just shut down. It's been helpful for me with my relationships, just been a massive shift. And I also started to learn as well that I have the power to choose differently and to understand them more than fixing myself, but to actually lean into it and to embrace all that is, right? Because this practice as well is really not about fixing ourselves because we are not broken. We have just forgotten how to feel, how to feel on a deeper level because of conditioning, because of external experiences. We learned different coping mechanisms throughout our lives to survive, basically. And again, there's no right or wrong in this, right? It's just a way to be curious and to realize that we have the power to rewire all these patterns, all these habits, and we are not stuck within them if we make that conscious choice to lean into it, to embrace ourselves with kindness, with compassion. Our lives completely shift, and it's such a profound place to be, I think. when you really reflect and look inward. Um, and the journey is not easy. It is uncomfortable. It is really looking at yourself in the mirror and unpacking lots of different things. But it is completely worth it. And yeah, I just wanted to share the impact that it has had for me.